Ow. I got to say ow. Yeah, it's in front of the friendless, the slick one back behind the wood. It's the open bar weekend edition. Yeah, the weekend is finally here. It is time to abuse your liver. Let's abuse our liver right now. Oh, that's good. That's good hooch. Yeah, so some sad news to start off today's Slickcast. Phil Lesh, Grateful Dead, one of the founding members of the Grateful Dead, one of the few founding members of the Grateful Dead still with us, has passed away at age 84. He was surrounded by family and, wow, a great bassist for the Grateful Dead, an important member. He didn't do a lot of interviews, wasn't really, one of those outgoing types. But can we please stop with the dying, please? Huh? Enough with the dying. No more dying allowed. The only original members left now are Bill Kreutzmann, Mickey Hart. Well, Mickey Hart joined in 67. That counts. I mean, shit, that's almost back to the beginning. And, of course, Bob Weir, brother Bob Weir. So, no more dying. Read my lips.
Medication time. Medication time.
And it appears there's a lot of lawn sign thievery going on these days. Yeah, of course, this is a country as divided as it's ever been. You know, we're only 10 days away from the Civil War here. But, you know, people are ripping off people's lawn signs and starting them on fire. And it's just crazy shit. Listen, don't get mad. Don't steal people's signs because the assholes that own the signs will probably press charges against you. So don't get mad. Just get out and vote. It's all right? It's all right.
You're goddamn right.
And this one really frosts my balls. I got to tell you, this one really burns my ass. Jeff Bezos has killed the Washington Post endorsement of Kamala Harris. Of course, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, who also owns the Washington Post, because newspapers aren't owned by families anymore like they used to be. Like every other fucking thing in this country, it's owned by some big, greedy asshole that runs a big, greedy asshole corporation like Bezos does. And all they give a shit about is the money, the moo-moo, and, the dinero. Evidently, the newspaper ran an article by two staff reporters saying that editorial page staffers had drafted an endorsement of Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. So, yes, they endorsed, and he didn't want to print it because he's a candy ass. He's afraid of the orange gas bag, Donald Trump, a big boy like Jeff Bezos, one of the richest people in America, one of the 3 or 4 richest dudes in America. So evidently in 2019, a lawsuit, Amazon claimed it lost $10 billion Pentagon cloud computing contract to Microsoft because Trump used improper pressure to harm his perceived political enemy, Bezos, because Bezos endorsed Biden. The Washington Post has always endorsed the president, but now all of a sudden they're scared. Bezos is scared because he's afraid that if Trump gets elected, he's going to fuck with him. And that's how dictators roll. That's how they roll in autocracies. That's how Putin rolls. So a bunch of people from the Post published a third article signed by the opinion columnist in the newspaper who said, now they're talking about their own newspaper, the Washington Post decision not to make an endorsement in the presidential campaign is a terrible mistake. And they go on to say it represents an abandonment of the fundamental editorial convictions of the newspaper that we love and for which we have worked for a combined 218 years. This is a moment for the institution to be making clear its commitment to democratic values, the rule of law, and international alliances, and the threat that Donald Trump poses to them. So Bezos spines out because he's afraid of Trump. I mean, are we heading down the Hitler highway or what? That's what it sounds like to me.
You gotta be a football hero to get along with a beautiful girl.
Yeah, and Slick One here with an injury update for the Seattle game Sunday. I hate that cliche, injury update. Let's call it something else. Let's call it injury time. Yeah, it looks like DK Metcalf, the Seahawks wide receiver. I mean, he's their big weapon. He is going to be out, down for the count for this game. And it's good because he leads the NFL in receptions of 20 yards or more with 11. Other members of the team combined only have 8. So they're definitely going to miss him. And the Bills are definitely going to be missing Terrell Bernard. He is out with an ankle. And it says here that rookie defensive tackle, what's his face? Dwayne Carter, who was playing good, and then he kind of disappeared, and he broke his wrist. So maybe that had something to do with why he was playing like shit. I don't know, but he's going to be out at least 4 weeks. They're putting him on IR. Look for the Bills to make a move. Look for the Bills to bust a move in finding a defensive tackle even before this happened. They're on the market. They need to get a big, fat bastard up there to stop the run. Like a Ted. Too bad we can't reincarnate Ted Washington. That's what we need. You don't grow those guys on trees, but maybe they make a trade. I don't know, but they need a decent defensive tackle. Maybe they can find one of these teams that has a really good defensive tackle, and the team is having a garage sale because they're out of the playoff race already, like the Browns or somebody like that. And also, it says here, Curtis Samuel, Bills wide receiver Curtis Samuel will be out, but nobody will notice. And how about Amari Cooper? You got to be excited with what he brought to the table for the Bills' first game. And a lot of experts out there, these television talking head, former players and whatnot. I mean, I guess some of them know what they're talking about. They say this makes the Bills a Super Bowl contender, having Amari Cooper who can get open versus one-on-one coverage. That frees up everything for everybody else, and it makes the Bills a lot more dangerous, to say the least. So, yeah. And as far as his personality goes, how is he meshing with Josh Allen? Josh Allen just said in an interview that he is a very professional, works hard, is easy to talk to, all right? So maybe that's kind of a shot at Diggs, He's not an asshole. Yeah, he's easy to talk to, and also he's open about, what he likes and what he doesn't like. He's easy to communicate with, and he's a hard worker. He's a professional. He's a pro's pro is what they're saying here, what other people have said. So chemistry is only going to get better from here on in. And then you've got Shakir, who's always a danger after the catch, Kincaid, and the rookie Keon Coleman is going to be playing better now too, because it's going to open shit up for him. So this is really a good thing, a brilliant move by the Bills to bring in Amari Cooper. And let's beat the Seahawks, the Sea Hags on Sunday. The Sea Hags do have a good defensive line, very good defensive line, and the way to attack them is to be aggressive through the air. That is the consensus that I'm hearing from my people who don't exist. But yeah, don't come out running the ball at them. It's not going to. You go out and you attack their secondary. Come out, start slinging lead. Just start slinging the leather. And that's all I got for you. On the weekend Slick Cast number, 28 already? Good God, time flies when you're on a canned meat and vodka diet. Let me tell you. All right, until we talk next time, remain calm, circle the wagons, go Bills, live fast, die old, and of course, weed, whiskey, and Warren Zevon.
Hail to the king, baby.